good morning. It's Belinda and Lee from Chateau Mareuil.
I'm behind the camera. Hello.
We've just arrived in our local village, stroke town, small town, big village, called Chateau Mareuil, which is about 10 minutes down the road from the chateau. We've got a number of errands to run today, so we're starting in the village and then we're going to carry on. We're going to drive to Morillon, which is about another 10 to 15 minutes away. This is really an everyday look, a look into our everyday lives. In fact, we're going to visit a friend of ours who is going to help us. I do speak French, but Linda is an expert. She's a very excellent French speaker and she helps people fill in forms and do translations, anyway, she's going to help us this morning. We've got a form that needs to be filled in because we want to add a brocante and an art gallery to our business activities. So she's going to help us fill the form in. We've got to make a doctor's appointment. We need to go into town and do some shopping. We've got to go to the bank. So it's Thursday morning. Everything shuts at 12. We need to run. We'll see you later.
Bye.
So I've just come back from the bank. Lee's been to the chemist. We've had help. I'm going to take this off. We've had help getting our forms filled out. That's taken us about an hour so far to get those 3 things completed. All my makeup's off my nose now and it's all nice and shiny, I expect. So yeah, just everything takes a lot longer than you expect over here. Lee actually went into the chemist because we bought top-up health insurance fairly recently, and you need to link up your insurance with your carte vitale, which is your sort of standard health card basically. And anyway, I sent him along with out-of-date paperwork, so we're going to have to do that all over again. And now we're off into town.
Yeah, I spent 25 minutes in there only to be told no.
No. So we're going to pick up some shopping. We've done a click and collect order this morning, which will not be a surprise to most of you, but it is still quite new over here. So I've done the shop online and we'll literally just go and pick it up. We are on our way from Chateau Mareuil. We're now in Morillon, which is our nearest town, and we are going to a DIY store.
Yes, because I've got the exciting job of buying a new curtain rail and fitting up, because we had the existing curtain rail was like an old piece of rope that broke.
I'm just going to look at what's at the front of us.
It's one of the roads on the outskirts of town. It's a ring road to avoid the centre, because the centre's quite a historic town, and it's Morillon's known for writing and books.
Look at those beautiful flowers on the roundabout. Absolutely lovely.
This is the big river that passes through. It's called the Gartempe. Can't really see it from here. It's quite a large river.
Just approaching another roundabout, and there's all the flags flying there on the roundabout. Are those the European Union
Yeah,
flags?
they're all the countries in the EU.
I sadly don't think the UK.
You'll notice the one on the left is missing.
Because that was the UK
It's the
flag.
UK's one.
It's very, very sad. We're just approaching DIY
DIY
store.
shop. The Boys Swamp.
I don't think I'll be joining Lee
into the DIY store then.
There we are.
And have a
Sadly
look
not.
at nuts, bolts and screws.
Monsieur, oh, I didn't film that very well. Monsieur Bricolage. Here we come.
Some interesting power tools in there that you might like to see.
Really?
Yeah, and scaffolding towers and log burners.
Another point is it's getting very close to lunchtime here, and this shop closes in about 15 minutes, so it's going to be one of our speciality whistle-stop tours.
And they get very sniffy around about 10 to 12 if they can't get away for their lunch.
Off you go!
So I now need to get my mask on because I'm getting out of the car. And off we go.
Okay.
Oh.
This is the very, very, very big hypermarket locally in Montreal. Lee's just about to head off down to the click and collect station. We took to doing our shopping this way during the lockdown actually, because obviously it's much safer that way. I'm not going to follow him, I'm going to go around this way. It was much safer doing it that way during that time, and actually we've got quite used to it now. So certainly for heavy bulky items we shop in this way. So we can't get a home delivery service here in France, which is a bit of a shame. Here comes Lee. But we live too far apart, it's just too remote for any sort of delivery service to be cost effective in this part of rural France. But you can see this is quite a big setup here, it's quite a big town, and it's only about 20 minutes from the chateau. While we're waiting for our shopping to arrive to the car, so you can see this is the back of the supermarket here, and there's the pharmacy sign up there. There's a very, very big pharmacy inside the supermarket. That's absolutely normal here in France. You can see the town beyond, there's some rooftops, the church in the distance, but you see how quickly you go from town to actually a really nice leafy quiet suburb, and this is just opposite the hypermarket. Some nice ancient architecture there just up front. Church spire, we just missed that one other building. This is the older part of town we're coming through now. It's very picturesque. One can only imagine this has looked the same or very, very similar for an awful long time. You can typically tell in France when buildings have been damaged, for example during the Second World War. But I would say a lot of these buildings are still rather intact, wouldn't you, Lee?
Yeah.
Just coming out of town now, just by the river. It's the River Garton here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again, how quickly the town becomes very, very green and leafy on the outskirts. You don't have to go far to reach the wide open spaces again. There's a campsite, municipal campsite over there, which is open. That's good news. There's people camping in there. And there's
Waterfalls by the rocks.
River, waterfall, rocks, Lee's beautiful face. We're in the Princess Suite right now. Lee, I don't think I've ever sat in this chair before. It's the trouble, isn't it? When you
We've never sat in it together
no,
before.
I
That's
don't.
for
I've
sure.
never sat in it. Full stop. So this is a nice treat. So we're just going to sit here for a while and relax. No, seriously.
I'm amazed it's big enough for both of us. This chair's not big enough for both of us.
The reason that we were out yesterday, out and about, one of the reasons you'll have seen us visit a local DIY store, very well known throughout France, called Monsieur Bricolage. And the reason I think Lee said he was going to visit the store was we needed to find a solution for a curtain that really wasn't fitting a window at all, and still isn't, and it's just over there actually in front of us.
I went in to buy a curtain rail. Yeah, I went in to buy a curtain rail, and basically the curtain rail is a little 15mm diameter aluminium tube that comes in at 1.4 meters, and I only need 800mm, so I would have had to cut 400mm off and throw it away, and they wanted €14.90 for that. Plus the end stops, which were another €6.90, plus 2 brackets to hold it up, which were another €5 or €7. So a whole lot for a little curtain pole would have come to, well, nearly €30. However, I thought, I'm not paying that. I'm just not paying it. So I've come up with an alternative solution. Believe me, you won't see it when the curtain's up. But what I've done,
anything's better than what's there now.
I've got a piece of wood dowel. Total cost.
You've got your blue piece of badge on.
I haven't, no, but I will wear it with pride afterwards. Total cost of this dowel was €4, and it's 2.4 metres long. So once I've cut 800mm off of it, I've got enough to do 2 windows with it. It's not just one. I bought some hooks for €3, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 hooks in there. So that's more than enough for two windows. And a can of black paint spray from a company called Action for €2.19. So altogether, 2, 4, 3, 7, under €10 for 2 windows, as opposed to €30
You've been doing
for
your
one.
homeschooling again, haven't you?
I know.
This is the flimsy object that Lee's going to replace, which, I mean, they're okay, but it's not long enough.
It's just an elasticated
So we
piece
thought
of rope.
do something better. We've got this
Doesn't do anything.
beautiful, it's really nice, actually,
You could do that.
window. Oh,
You know
yeah.
that
Oh, yeah,
object?
this again. Anyway, window covering. So I think we better shut up now, really,
Yeah.
and do what we
Anyway,
came to do,
we
which
better
is
say
to say
goodbye.
And so
I'm
thank
gonna
you.
spray the pole up black, spray the hooks up black, screw it on the window, stuff the curtain on, job bang, that's it.
Yesterday, you would have seen us around and about errands. It's a typical weekday activity for us. We tend to try and pull everything together, don't we, into one morning.
Yeah.
We try and get everything done in one morning, so we don't need to make unnecessary journeys. Just another day in the life of Chateau Mareuil. Thank you ever so much for watching us. Please carry on. Tell all your friends. Subscribe to the channel, please. It helps us, doesn't it?
Yeah, someone
if you do
has put a question into us. We are going to do a Q&A, as I said in the last
Yes, we
vlog.
are.
But someone's asked us how we come to be here, and we thought it might be quite a good idea to tell people the sort of places that we looked at
'Cause that's a long
before.
story.
If you're interested, please let us know, because we don't want to make a vlog that you're not interested in. But we've got a lot of photos of a lot of the chateaux we went to visit before we bought Chateau Mareuil. And it might be quite nice for us to have a trip down memory lane.
I'd love to do
Ah, my old Dutch.
Right, we've got to get on.
Thank you for watching.
See you soon.
Please keep subscribing and sharing.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.